Yes, people, welcome to LFC Red Forever channel. Before we start, hit that notification button, like button, all that good stuff, and follow us on our social medias, which you can see on the screen, which is Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube and Facebook. I almost got it wrong there, but we got there at the end. And you can see the scoreline against Brentford the other day, which is a 1-0, another 1-0 win by Liverpool Football Club. We're grinding out results, people. That's what we want at the end of the day, don't we? We don't want to step behind everyone else. We're catching up in the league, and let's start with the league. Let's see where we are. I'm happy with it. You know what I mean? I didn't expect us to be in the top 5 this season, but we got there somehow, and that's the most important thing in my opinion. So if you can see that the league, you can see Liverpool have stayed at 5th. But the most important thing here is we're catching up the teams at the top. Obviously, the 2 teams above us. Yes, they only need a couple of wins to cement the top 4 position, but anything can happen. Newcastle can lose tonight. Manchester United could lose to West Ham today. You know what I mean? So things can happen along the way, and it could satisfy Liverpool in the long run as well. Listen, when I saw what was happening in January, December, February and all that stuff, where we was like in the 8th position, 10th position, all that stuff, I didn't expect us to be in the top 5. Let's just be honest here. You got to be realistic where you're supposed to be at the end of the season. Like if you told me back then the way we was performing, we're not gonna we're gonna get top 5 or top 4, I would have said nah, it ain't gonna happen because we're not good enough. But now look, we've got a run together, 5-game winning run. Sorry, it's a 6 something like that, winning run, and we're just jumping, up the table. The thing that angers me the most, more than anything, is no matter how many wins we get together, we're still behind these 2 teams above us, which is strange in my opinion. I wish we had that run earlier of the season, then we wouldn't have these problems that we're having right now, if you know what I mean. So let me read the comment before I go to the actual match. Big up John Conway. I know everybody is somewhere else. There's other streams going up at the moment. Listen, it's going to be one of my last ones for a couple of weeks. I'm going to be going on holiday soon, so enjoy it while it lasts. I apologize about the watch along yesterday. Unfortunately, I work in the West End, Victoria Street, so it's a bit difficult for me to stay an hour longer due to the coronation that was happening yesterday for the king. But I'm here now, and I'm giving you the review of the match against Brentford, and we could talk about Anthony Taylor. We could talk about obviously the match. We could talk about the fans booing the coronation as well, like King Charles III, I think it is. So there's a lot of things we could talk about as we go along, and I could advise people like what we could do in the future as well. Yeah. So please, people, like, share and subscribe and all that good stuff. Get busy on the chat as well. It helps the channel. Like once people see you getting busy in the chat, they will come on here and participate as well, and chat together, chat to each other as well. You know what I mean? It's good to chat. That's the whole point. We come on this platform to get away from troubles in life. You know what I mean? I do this because this is my hobby now. I don't play football anymore, so this is my way of interacting with people who support the same club as me or other clubs as well. There's no problem. If you're arch enemies, Man United, and it doesn't really matter. If you want me to tell you about your club, come on here and ask me any questions as well. I'm free for everyone. Football fan first, don't forget that. Yeah, so let's start with the first thing we're going to talk about, which is the match. Let's go. Okay, the match wasn't what you expected, although we won the game. I thought that Brentford was outstanding. I thought they were brilliant. I thought they were like one of those teams that's hard to break, and you know, them as a collective, they work hard together, if you know what I mean. The referee didn't help in these situations, as we all know. I will come on to him in a minute, but it's not good. It's not good. Like, I really don't enjoy, you know, when these kind of referees referee games. But yeah, okay, we got the 1-0 win. We got out there. That's the most important thing. You know, like, everybody's looking for performances. Sometimes it's not about that. If you look at our season, we haven't been impressive. We haven't done things that's the Liverpool way, as we know, under Klopp. We haven't got the personnel that can play in those roles anymore, because you know, the players that's actually playing, they have been run to the ground, and it's difficult for them to maintain that on a continuous basis, on a consistent basis as well. So we have to like put inverted Trent in the midfield for him to pass those long passes and create the goals as well. I thought Fabinho was fantastic in this game, considering like I've been his biggest critic during the season as well. I thought what he was doing in that midfield, especially his aggression side, impressed me more than anything you can imagine, if you know what I mean. And he looked good. I think he can improve even further. Although like he's got issue with running, but listen, if you're aggressive with your limited resources, I think that can make up for the deficiency of your running ability as well. So that's what he's done in the game. He was brilliant. I thought like he was man of the match for me. He was man of the match for me. And we're going to talk about Salah as well, and the player ratings at the end. Yeah. So let's get into the match. The match finished 1-0. Brentford, played their game. They were dominant in the second half. This game 2 halves. Liverpool done all right in the first half. Darwin Núñez missed an easy chance which was created by Trent, and that's football, isn't it, now, with Darwin Núñez. I think he will improve as time goes along. I think there's too many people are harsh on him at the moment. As I said in previous stream, there's a lot of work he needs to do. As Klopp said as well, he's a project that's going to come good eventually. Like I said, there's a language barrier. There's position on the pitch he's got issues with, and his finishing, it's not what you expect from a striker as well at the moment. But once all that comes together, he'll be a force. The most important thing, in my opinion, is he can improve. That's the most important thing. And secondly, once those touches and the finishes come together, he could score like 30 goals a season, maybe more than that, if you look at the chances he's missing during games as well. So the kid can be outstanding. There's a reason Carlo Ancelotti, when he was asked about youngsters coming through, who's going to be the next batch of class players coming through, he mentioned Darwin Núñez as well. So it shows a lot of managers who are outside Liverpool have been looking at this player. Man United wanted him before Liverpool did, I think, along those lines. Then Liverpool came in the last minute and Liverpool bought him. So it shows we're doing a lot of things behind the scenes. Everybody says like we play with a false number 9. Yes, we can. We play for the false number 9, but sometimes you got to move away from that and play the proper number 9, who can work hard, like Ian Rush used to back in the day. Ian Rush was the first line of defence when we was younger. Although he scores like over 30 goals, 40 goals a season, he defended for the team. That's what we need Darwin to do. Once he gets that together, and you can see he's actually working hard to get back and defend for the team as well. Once he gets all that stuff together, I think he's going to be an outstanding striker, because the goals will come as well as the hard work. We don't want him to run himself to the ground, but there's certain times you got to be smart to defend for the team when the other team's attacking, if you know what I mean. So he's going to have to smarten up and get to that positions eventually as well. Yeah, so listen, I've got no qualms about him. I think he's going to be a fantastic player when he gets up and running, and then we could trust him on the pitch on a regular basis as well. What people also need to understand is next season, if teams deep line defend, we know how to play against them. We don't have to like keeping the ball, playing side to side, and we don't know where we're going. We have 2 options now. a striker that can run with the ball like Gakpo, and a striker who could get behind the defense like Nunes. So we've got that kind of options, and we've got Jota as well, who's direct. So 3 different strikers in that position if we need to change up in certain games, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I've got no problems with next season. This season is a transition season. I think a lot of players had to be integrated into the team, and eventually I think they'll come to their own. You just have to have that faith in Jurgen Klopp. He's done it before, he's going to do it again. Forget about this 7-year syndrome. There you go, he's 5th in the league. He's not finishing 6th or 7th. There you go. So don't believe in those people that say, oh, you know, our team is you know, drifting away, they're not good anymore and all this stuff. They are haters. That's what they are. At the end of the day, you know, like, even they call themselves Liverpool fans, they're here for clicks. That's what it is. They just want to trash our team so people can interact with them outside Liverpool. Once that happens, then, you know, they've got that, you know, platform to, you know, become bigger YouTuber and all that stuff. So just be careful who you actually listen to, and you know, follow the ones who are sensible, who can criticize the team as well as praise the team. That's what you need to, like, go in between, not the ones that's chasing clicks and, you know, likes and all this stuff. I love that. Yeah, so the game was game of 2 halves. I thought Brentford was outstanding in the second half. They actually dominated the game. Their striker Ivan Toney was just dominant throughout, although he was like pretending to be injured throughout the game. But I thought he was just one of those strikers that's just giving us problems on a regular basis whenever we face them, like Anthony, who plays for West Ham, or, you know, other strikers that we faced in the past. The most important thing here is we've got the 1-0 win. Mohamed Salah obviously got the goal, and that's the most important thing. That's what's the most important thing, in my opinion. And we need to just get the points and get out. Don't keep, like, looking back in negative thoughts, because once you start looking back in negative thoughts, that's when, you know, it goes through the squad, it goes through the team, you know, it makes Klopp angry, and then, you know, we lose focus of reality, which is, you know, competing for the top 4. If we don't get top 4 this season, it's not the end of the world. We will compete for this, you know, compete for the league next season. Once we compete for the league next season, we'll be actually up there at the end of the season, trying to win it as well. So just relax, people. Relax. We'll get there. So let's look at this. Yeah, this will happen in the beginning of the game. So we can see, like, the establishment. Liverpool fans booed the national anthem when it was happening during the game because of the coronation was happening. Liverpool, I've said it in the previous stream. I did tell you guys, you know, when you challenge the establishment, a lot of things can happen on the pitch as well. So just be careful how you go on there. There's a way to challenge these horrible people that ruin lives in general. Let's just be honest. That's what they do. We should not be having things like this in the modern era, especially when you're telling us to, you know, be free and, you know, everybody should be what they want and all this stuff. And then you still got these people, you know, in charge and, you know, telling us what to do. Wages, like we put out, the companies put out, it's not the same as the wages you give out as well for tax and all that stuff. It's crazy stuff happening behind the scenes, you know, like in regards to work as well. So there's a lot of stuff we have to you know, challenge in life. And Liverpool is a city full of immigrants, like I said before, and they don't treat that city very well in regards to, you know, benefits and all that stuff. They got food banks issues down there. So I understand where the Liverpool fans are coming through, but when you take it to a football game, it's more dangerous towards the, you know, the thing that makes you lose focus of things like that, which is the games. We go to the games, so the troubles in life doesn't affect us, you know what I mean? And we shouldn't be really, you know, giving them the satisfaction to show it on TV as well, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of things. I agree with the Liverpool fans, and, you know, I disagree to a certain extent, because we're just giving them the ammunition to even punish us more, you know, in life, if you know what I mean. There's a way to challenge it, and that's outside football, and it's going, obviously, protesting and, you know, having your peaceful protest, by the way, and you know, share your feelings along the way as well. The establishment will never change people. Like, they're going to be here forever, unfortunately, unless, like, something dramatic happens along the way. And It's not just in England. This is happening. It's happening all over the world. Look at Africa. We're still poor over there. Never going to change. They run majority of Africa. We're always going to be poor. This is how it is in life outside England as well. So you got to understand. We know where you're coming from. We know where you're coming from. But football, in my opinion, it helps me get away from the pressures of life. That's why I just concentrate on that. It makes me lose focus of negativity as well. So let's just think about things like that, man. There's a way to challenge them, but it's not that way. It's not that way. So this is what I want to talk about next as well. Yeah, that horrendous referee, absolutely appalling. You know what I don't understand about football in general, people? Like, what is going on, man? Why is people based in Manchester, refereeing Liverpool games? It shows, isn't it? Booing the national anthem, it trickles down through to these referees. That's what I keep saying to you. Think about what I'm saying. People have power. Liverpool always get screwed over, and it's happening again and again. We just scraped through that game. This referee on another day would have just ruined the game, and we would have been, an uproar, crying about, the decisions he made. Every free kick went to Brentford. Every throw-in went to Brentford that wasn't theirs. Everything. Even there's a foul before the foul, and it went to Brentford. Like, come on. Like, what are we watching here? Why are these referees, Paul Tini and Anthony Taylor, still refereeing our games? I don't understand. I just don't get it. They're just awful, absolutely awful, and it's horrendous watching this. They blatantly screw over Liverpool every single time they referee, and they keep coming back. Unless our club, this is what I'm saying. Although we're challenging the establishment and all that stuff, why aren't we challenging these referees? Why are they still refereeing our games? Why isn't our club actually going after the FA and the Premier League and saying, why are these people who are from our rival city always refereeing our games, and it's happening on a continuous basis? They make bad decisions as well, and not only that, they actually referee Manchester United and Man City games, and they're from the same place, Greater Manchester. That's what I don't understand. It's crazy, people. Honest to God, it's crazy. Let me get to the comments. Steve Copkins said hi, Fozzy, but much appreciated for coming on. Yes, Uncle Rods, man, this is the man. Please go and subscribe to him. He's one of the best YouTubers I've seen in a long time, man. And I had done an actual stream with him recently. It was one of the best streams I ever had. We just chatted. It was just natural. It was just like about football and everything else around it as well. Even off screen, it was just amazing chatting with him. Please go and subscribe to him. He's on the way to 700. Obviously, he's gonna get to 1,000 as well. I hope he gets there before me or anyone else as well, man, because he deserves it. It's hard work, man. He does hard work on this platform especially as well. So go and subscribe to Uncle Rods, man. He's an amazing person. Steve Copkins says he had a good game, 100%. Yeah. Listen, Fabinho was outstanding. Need to boost his confidence and more clinical finishing. Yes, I agree with Darwin Núñez. We just got to be careful how we treat that kid. He will become better. Listen, you look at Man United, Sancho. That's third season, I think, now he's with Man United. This is his third season. I'm assuming it is. They give them time. Why is it our fans that cry about our players? I mean, I'm sure Jadon Sancho cost more than Darwin Núñez. Look at Maguire. They gave these people time. This guy's only been here for one season. They're already saying get him out the door. Listen, we don't buy the finished articles. We improve players. You always say Jurgen Klopp turns water into flowers. I can't say the other thing because I don't do that stuff. So this is what I'm trying to say to you. You keep saying things like that. So give the guy a chance. He said to you, this guy's a project. He's going to get improved. He's going to get a lot of goals eventually. Even Salah said after one game, I remember, I think it was after the Man United game, this kid's going to be a star here. He's fast. He's going to score a lot of goals in the future. There you go. Even your main guy, Salah, is telling you that. You know what I mean? So wake up to reality, man. Wake up to reality. Yes, Uncle Rose. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. It's going to be my last stream for a while, mate. I might come back during the week. But the thing is, I've got to go on holiday, innit? The wife booked me a holiday to go, so I'm going to look forward to it. Yeah, do. Yeah, so that's what I got for you about, life in general, all that stuff. Just be careful how you go on. I'm not here defending any establishment or anything like that. I've faced it in my life. I'm African, so in our country we've had the British Empire down there. We had half Italian, half British. I was on the British side, and they didn't treat us any good. They left us, they let us to die, and then you see those adverts on TV, feed the world. There you go. This is what we face as well. So take it from someone that knows how these people work, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So I don't want to talk about them anymore. But I'm going to talk about the next thing, which is the tactics, which I enjoyed in the game as well. Where there it is. Let me make a screen a bit smaller. Let's fit the screen, innit? Let's fit the screen, then we could discuss the game. Yeah, there you go. That's perfection. So you can see the tactics. I was pretty, moved by it. I was thinking to myself, what is going on with these tactics? Why is Gakpo in the middle? Then I realized he played against Real Madrid in the middle, and he was outstanding. The way he was catching up with players during the game, whoo, out of this world. If you look at when we bought Gakpo, if you look at my Fozzy79, you could see around the 1st of January, something like that, whenever we bought him, or maybe in December, I did say this kid's going to play midfield as well. And now, there you go. You see him in midfield. I'll tell you why I said that. Because of his height, because of his presence, and because of his ability. He's got great close control. He's got great ability to run with the ball. And he's got pace as well to burn. What people don't know as well, he's got set piece specialty as well. I don't know if you guys seen him for PSG. He actually is a set piece specialist. He could actually take corners. He could take free kicks as well. Once that comes together, wow, this guy is going to be an outstanding player. We already know he could play out wide. We already know he could play in the wing. We already know now he could play in midfield. So once all that comes together, like if players get injured next season, at least you have this option, if you know what I mean. You could play Darwin up front, you could play Jota up front, and you could play Darwin as a winger, and you could play Jota as a winger as well. So, like interchanging is the way of football. If we are way ahead of other teams in the near future, especially with this age, he's only 23. You look at Darwin Núñez, 23, Jota, 26. You know what I mean? So if you look at these players, Diaz, 26 as well. If you look at these players, their age range, they will be here for the next 7 to 8 years. So 7 to 8 years of dominance with these players, it's going to be outstanding. You got to rub your hands together like this. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Listen, Darwin Núñez, he's improving, getting back to that around here. But what I want him to do is spend more time over there. So next season, what I want more than anything from Liverpool Football Club is us to buy a midfielder that can create chances for Darwin Núñez. I don't want Trent to be playing as an inverted right back anymore. We need to cover that position, because if that position is empty, opponents will, study us and see how they could play against us and play on that side as well. So you got to think about it in a lot of ways. It's working now, but it could last for so long. Just like the 4-3-3. It worked for a while. Now people found it out. They study it. They know how to play against it. Some of them even play that position. So you got to interchange. Confuse opponents, as I always say. Now, we're playing inverted right back here. And with Fabinho, who's playing much better now, by the way. He's playing much better in that position since Trent has moved down here. Next season, we've got to change it up. Play the new players here in the free. So Trent can concentrate on his own game, and he will get back up in defence on this side as well. So Konate don't have to keep going out here and tiring himself out and making mistakes. The poor guy, you can see he's making mistakes, and he's doing something out of his character. He's getting out of position, and he's challenging for balls he can't win. You know what I mean? On a regular basis, which shouldn't happen when you look at him as well. Yeah, so next season I'm expecting new players who's going to play in that position, and they're going to help out Fabinho and Trent as well. So yeah, I'm not expecting Gakpo to play all the time here. Once Firmino leaves, Gakpo is going to play more or less as a number 9 here in certain games. Basically, you have formations to set up formations for the games you play next season. You get what I'm saying? If we set up the formations for the games we play, then we could win more than we draw or lose as we go along. Because this season, we tried different things and it just didn't work. Shock opponents, like I always say. Make sure that you put a formation out they don't prepare for. That's what we need to do. Yeah, so that's all I got for you in the tactics sense. I like the way we played. I said Robertson, he keeps playing every single game. Simicast is sitting on the bench again. He played a good game the other day. 60 minutes they took him out. So I don't understand this loyalty stuff. We need to get out there. We need to be realistic. We need to understand football is as a whole. It's not about individual based. It's not about loyalty all the time. We've got to if you've got a squad there, use the squad to its fullest. Otherwise, the players will be run to the ground again, like we faced in the last few years. Yeah, so that's what I got for you in the tactics side of things. I'm going to be talking about SALAH, and I'm going to talk about the player ratings after this. And that's me done for the day. But let me go back to the comments and see what everybody is saying. Apologies if I haven't got to the comments just yet, but I enjoy it. No worries. Where was I? Uncle Rod's, yes. Steve Cochran said, had a good game. Yeah, sorry about that. Need to boost his confidence. Fozzie, I pre-ordered new Liverpool kit. Oh, John, you know, with me, I don't know about that kit, bro. I don't know, man. Like, it's that Michael Owen shirt 98. Like, I bought that. I don't need to go back and buy it again, you know what I mean? And they're selling the original one with the players wear for 100 quid. What am I going to do with that, man? That's too much, man. It's annoying, bro. Big up for yes, Michael. You never walk alone. Thanks for coming on, man. Please, people, get busy in the chat if you can, man. If you're watching this, are we getting into top 4? Remember, I said I've got that much. Now I've got that much. It depends on the West Ham game today as well. Like, if they lose that game, I'll say yes, top 4 is on. We're gonna get there. If not, we're in trouble. Michael says massive game today for Man United and both Arsenal and Newcastle. 100%. Something's got to be done in it. Something's got to give us. Something's got to give. Fozzie, I hope you and your wife will have a nice holiday. Oh, John, you're the best. You are the best, man. Like I said, I've got something planned for you, brother. Thanks for the support. You're always here, man. You know what I mean? And what people don't know, me and John have been like on streams together like since 2019. So John has been a supporter of me, Laser, and all the other Liverpool channels like Copish and all that stuff for years, man. He's such a nice guy, man. If everybody can be like John, it will help a lot of channels, man, in my opinion. You know? And it's not all about me. I'm talking about Uncle Rod's, I'm talking about Ends, I'm talking about Jamie Phillips, I'm talking about all the other channels that's Liverpool. And obviously there's Man United channels, there's other channels as well. Just help out, man. It takes a lot for people to do this. As I always say, it takes a lot. I'll do 12-hour shift, like a day. You know what I mean? 7 days a week, it's 12 hours. That's a whole day gone in my life. But I managed to come over here. Although sometimes I say the wrong words, it's because I'm tired. But I'll still come on here again and again and show up. That's the most important thing. I did promise I'm going to be here back on a regular basis, and I'm delivering. And I haven't lied about it. I'm here. So that's the most important thing as well. So yeah, I've got a few things for you before we move on. This is the one as well. Okay, I've done the tactics. I've done Anthony Taylor and the Portini, you know, the two Mac referees. They're dangerous, man. They're very dangerous. So we're going to look at this guy now. Yeah, so Mo Salah running down the wing. Salah, la 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 la, Egyptian king, la la la. I love his song, man. You know what I love about his song? Because I'm a Muslim, innit? So when they say I want to be a Muslim too, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life, man. I love it when the fans sing that as well. Yeah, so Salah, basically, 9 games in a row, he scored a goal at Anfield recently. Wow, that's amazing. He's got his 100th goal at Anfield as well. So if you look at Salah, he's a winger, coming off the right, and scoring goals like 30 goals a season. How is that possible? And how is that normal in these circumstances? If this was another team and this was a different player, would they talk about him differently? 100%. 100%, man. I ain't lying to you, bro and sisters. 100,000,000%. But because he plays for Liverpool Football Club, we're in the most liked. And this is why he isn't up there for other fans to brag about, if you know what I mean. The guy is amazing, man. So he's got 186 goals for Liverpool. He's equaled Steven Gerrard so far. So he's going to take over Steven Gerrard, who spent his entire career at Liverpool Football Club. It's a record eventually. How amazing is that? How amazing is that from a player who plays in the right wing, doesn't come to the left, doesn't come to the striker position, comes in and scores goals. Can you imagine if he could go all around the pitch and he get, you know, how many goals he can get? You talk about Haaland, but this is a winger. You expect Haaland to score goals. I don't expect Salah to score goals. Now I do, obviously, since he's been at Liverpool. I thought he came here to creating goals and causing havoc. That's what I thought he came to Liverpool for. Not scoring 30 goals a freaking season every season he plays. It's crazy, man. He's only 30. Still got a future at Liverpool. Signed a new contract in the summer. Is he going to score another 30 goals next season? Maybe so. maybe more. You don't know, because the team can improve next season as well. The team can get better. The team can actually compete for titles next season as well. So yeah, listen, give this guy prompts. Yes, although I have a go at him majority of the time, but it's within my right. I have a go at players. If they don't perform, I can't treat them any differently from the other person that didn't perform as well. So I treat everyone the same. That's what people need to understand. When you talk about players, treat them all the same. I don't do individual base. I do team collective base. If we're all together as one, that's how you win titles. If you're going to go individually this way or that way and always rely on one player to produce the goods on a regular basis, then you're in trouble, man. And Salah's not that type of player. Salah needs players around him to be the player he is. And now look, the team is performing. They're creating chances for him. He's scoring goals. When the team don't create, he doesn't score goals. Check it out. Check it out, man. I watched Liverpool for so long. I noticed certain things, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so listen, congratulations to him. He's got one more goal to take over from SG8, Steven Gerrard. He's breaking another record this season. 30 goals already. 100 goals at Anfield. And 186 goals already at Liverpool Football Club. And he hasn't even spent his entire career at Liverpool. It's crazy. Crazy, man. Mind-blowing, man. Mind-blowing. I love you, Salah, man. I want to be Muslim too. I love that song. I love that song. So we go to the player ratings, yeah. I know I put one up already, but I had to. I've got no choice. We'll go to the player ratings, which I'll put up together. Eventually, I'm going to let you guys decide once the channel picks up and everybody's together, if you know what I mean. So let me read the comments before I go to that. There's some more comments that come through. Yes, there we go. Uncle Ross says, got to go. My stream starting in 5 minutes. Oh, much appreciated, Uncle Man. Thanks for coming on, mate. Thanks for coming on. Remember, Uncle Ross, you don't owe me anything. Nobody owes anyone anything. We're all like together as one. That's what it is, but it's all about, mate. If you can make it, you can make it. If you can't, you can't. That's how it is, mate. That's how it should be with everyone. Uncle Ross says, big up, bro. Thank you, mate. Thank you for coming on. I hope you like the stream as well. Yes, Andrew. Yes, Fozzie. Thank you. Stats don't lie. Yes, for Mo Salah, they never lie. They never lie, man. They're always there. So you can see. Okay, last one. This was slightly longer. Okay. What's happened? What happened? Why is it so slow? I'm moving like a robot. Oh my goodness me. I don't know what happened there, people. I apologize. But let me take out the stuff. If you can hear me. If you can hear me, please give me hell yeah. As Stone Cold says. Yeah, so player ratings, we start with the goalkeeper. I thought they were all outstanding. Like, a lot of people complain about the performances of the players, but I thought that 1-0 win is hard enough to get, and they got it. 1-0 win is hard to get, man, and they keep the clean sheets on a regular basis. So you got to give these players credit, people. Forget about the negativity. It's not all about performances sometimes. It's near the end of the season. We only got a few games to go. So getting that win through the door is the most important one. Yeah, so you can see Alisson, I gave him a 7. He didn't do much. He wasn't troubled at all. So I gave him a 7. Trent, performing in 8+ every game. So I can't give him man of the match all the time. So the kid's doing good. We always knew he could play midfield. We always knew he wasn't midfield originally. And he turned that right back position into something else. Let's be honest there. I'll give him a 8. I'll give Konate a 7. Sometimes the decisions he makes is really, really irritating. Especially, you know, when he's like doing something out of his comfort zone. He needs to understand when to move to that position and when to not. He needs to understand when to go for the ball and when to not as well. Once he sorts that stuff out, I think he's going to be a phenomenal centre back. Is he the Van Dijk replacement for the long term? No, he ain't. He needs a suitable partner like Van Dijk to partner him in the future. You need a brain next to someone like Konate, because Konate is pace and power and all that stuff. Think about what I'm saying, people. Think about what I'm saying. Virgil, 7, done alright. You know what I mean? He done a few mistakes, got a yellow card, but I'll give him a 7. He's always 7 out of 10, isn't he? He's very rare he goes below that as well. So yeah, I'll give him a 7. They kept a clean sheet, people, so that's the most important thing. I give Roberts a 7 as well. Kept a clean sheet. done the basics right. I said he needs a lot of rest. You know, we need to start playing Tsimikas a lot. Poor guy, his confidence is blown now because he's always sitting on the bench. I'll come to the man of the match later on. And you got Curtis Jones improving every game. He's 7 out of 10 now in every game he plays. He's making it simple. He's not doing complicated stuff. Yes, he made a couple of errors, like with his using his body again, which he doesn't understand. You're not good at using your body, Curtis Jones. Just pass the ball, bro. They're taking shots from outside the box now, which is important, and I like that. I really like that now. That's once that comes together, we could talk about you being a great player. Gakpo, I thought he was outstanding in that midfield role. I thought like he done nothing wrong. You know what I mean? He created the first goal, did he? It was from his pass, although he fell down, that led to the goal. There you go. So this kid, like, he's very important to Liverpool soon, mate. He's going to be like the most important player for us, and I agree with that. I agree. Get busy with the chat, people, but like, let me know what you think. I think like the way he's an all-rounder already. Like he's only been here a couple of months, or sort of few months. He's already integrated with the team. He understands how we play. Although it started off slow, and a lot of people were saying like, get him out the door. Don't understand that stuff, man. Yes, we all want midfielders, but it's not always, having to go at them because they haven't started good. It will take time. Like I said about Darwin Núñez, it will take him time as well. So yeah, I'll give him an 8. He deserves it, playing a different position than normal, and the only way is up for him, man. I'm telling you. Jota, I gave him a 7 because the whole team as a unit played all right in my opinion. What we all need to understand is 1-0 wins are very, very difficult. Very, very difficult 1-0 wins are. And we're producing it in a regular basis now. So that's important. Very important. Although Brentford scored a goal, unfortunately. Darwin Núñez, I give him a 7. I'm not going to trust the kid. Take it easy on him, people. He's going to take him time. He will get there. He's only 23. We already know what he's all about. We know, like, he's a clinical finisher before he came to Liverpool. Like I said before, every time he goes to a new club, it takes him time to be that player that you want him to be. When he went to Benfica in the first season, scored all right. He's already scored 15 goals this season for Liverpool, by the way. Then the next season, when he became consistently in his position at front, scored a lot of goals, over 30 goals. So just take your time with him. Take your time. Man United do it with Sancho. Man United did it with Maguire. They did it with all their signings in the past. What makes us any different? We're supposed to be the patient ones. There you go. It'll get better. Salah, give him an 8 with the goal. Didn't influence the game that much, but he got the goal. That's the most important thing. And he was in the right place at the right time. And I love the way Van Dijk, headed it back to him and he tapped it in. Although he nearly made a mistake, made a mockery of it. But he got it in at the end. So I'll give him an 8. Yeah, listen, Salah is Salah, innit? You're always going to have to give him high scores because he's always producing. The only thing is how many of them are decisive goals. That's what worries me about Salah's stats, if you know what I mean. I love the guy, but I want him to score a winning goal, first goal, things like that. And he did in this game. That's the most important thing. He scored both. He scored the winning goal and the first goal. Yes. And I give this guy a 9 because he was outstanding. What I liked about him in this game, he was aggressive. He was winning all of his tackles. He was losing a lot of tackles, but he brought the players down. That's what I always say. What do I say? Bit of aggression helps the team win. So once those other players from the other teams get the ball, they will be under pressure. And not only that, they are scared in case the guy comes in like this. Once they have that fear, you've won the game. And that's what he's done in the whole game the other day, man. He set up the goal, which people don't know about. He's the one who did that pass to Van Dijk to head the ball back to Salah. It wasn't Trent. So don't mistake that, people. It was him that... I don't know why he's got number 2 on there. I'll apologize about his number. I'll sort it out later. It's number 3, actually. It's not number 2. Yeah, so... Yeah, I gave him the man of the match. Outstanding performance by FABINHO and the future. I'm worried a bit about him because is he going to be here at Liverpool or is he not? That's what we need to do, determine in the summer. Are we going to get another midfielder that's similar to him, that's more mobile than him, or are we going to stick with him and get the midfielders around him? That's a few things we've got to think about in the summer as well. Yeah, but he was outstanding. I got to give him credit. I don't want to keep trashing him every single time saying he's an old man running in midfield, but I got to be honest there. He was outstanding and he deserved that man of the match yesterday. He set up the goal and he defended for the team from like minute 1. And he, like I said, the aggression helps. Aggression helps in the team. If you look at all the great teams of this yesteryear, you look at AC Milan, Juventus, Barcelona's, Real Madrid's, all those teams, they've always had aggressive players in that midfield. You look at Casemiro at Real Madrid, Ronald Koeman back in the day for Barcelona. You look at Liverpool, Graham Souness. You look at Roy Keane. You look at, there's endless aggressive midfielders in top teams. They might not have the most ability, but the best ability they got is they take out players if they're going towards the goal to score a goal, and that's what you need. You know what I mean? Avoid that kind of thing on a regular basis. Yeah. So that's all I got for you people. I hope you enjoyed this. If you're watching this back, and if you're watching right now new to the channel, I can see there's a few people watching. Please hit that subscription button, notification button, like button. I will be back probably during the week. Hopefully I'll get a panel with me. We'll just discuss Liverpool, what's going to happen in the near future. We'll probably do a preview for the game against Leicester. As you can see on there, next game is Leicester. Away. They're fighting for relegation. It ain't going to be easy. But if we beat them and Man United lose, you never know what's going to happen in the Champions League. I want Champions League football, people. I'm tired of finishing outside that, man. I thought we've passed that stage. But we're going to come back. We're going to come back. Okay, people. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you. I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. See you soon.